am Sybil Hawkins, and there's so much to remember till I don't know quite where to start. I think about, or when I think about my experience as a caregiver to my first cousin. She and I were two sisters' children, and she was 20 years older than I was, so she was really more like a big sister, an aunt, or even a mother. She took me everywhere and did everything for me, okay? My mama worked 2 jobs, so consequently I was with her quite a bit. And she had a job. First, let me tell you who she is. She was Gwendolyn Hill Clark, and she was the program director for the YWCA Mariah Morgan branch. So this was an all-black girls group, and she was Y-teen director at the public schools and high school during summer. She had day camp, taught you how to swim. I mean, I can go on and on about her finery, but the part that we're dealing with today is her getting older. Now, once she got older and retired, her eyesight wasn't the best in the world, or it really was, but she wasn't comfortable driving anymore. And since she had taken me everywhere, absolutely everywhere, always with her, I missed nothing. And I really think that's why I've got street feet to this day, is because we didn't miss anything. But she had been so kind to me till I told her if she gave up driving, I would take her wherever she wanted to go, whenever she wanted to go there. And that is exactly what I did. Well, that was the beginning, I think, of the caregiving. She stayed in her house, I stayed in mine, but I saw her every day, every day. Took her where she wanted to go. She didn't send me on errands. She went with me on the errands. And it was just a fun time. We had good times together. Wasn't a whole lot of disagreement, if any. We pretty much were on the same page, but let's fast forward from that. As time went on, from the taking her around in the car and me being with her every day and being at her house every day, it got to the place where I could see little things, like maybe food getting burned, or for that matter, her getting burned. One of the incidents I remember quite well was she wasn't feeling good, and she always had her some remedies. It was always something you could rub on you, or a heating pad, or a hot water bottle, or ice pack, or whatever. But anyway, she had put her back or something had been bothering her, and she put this heating pad on her. Well, she was also one of those extreme people, either really hot or really cold. And the heating pad had been too hot, but she didn't really realize it. Well, a couple of days, she had said something about her back. I said, well, let me look at it. And I see these somethings, and I realized they were blisters. She had 2nd-degree burns where she had had this heating pad on her too long and didn't even realize that she was burned. So then we got to go to the doctor, to the skin doctor, and see about that and do the repeats, visits and the whole 9 yards. But that meant I also had to treat them every night after I got off from work. So here was something else. All right, just those kind of things. And eventually I realized that she really didn't need to be in her house, but rather in my house with me, or for that matter, me in her house with her, but we did need to be together nonetheless.